What's up, guys? It's Apologia here, back with another part of What If Naruto Was OP and Love. This is the part 8 of this series. Before continuing this What If, I would like to thank you guys for reaching 178 subscribers. I appreciate the growth, and I would like to tell you guys that I apologize for not uploading the previous few days because I was feeling sick. And the part of What If Naruto was the only mail will be uploaded tomorrow. I'm, as you know, making that up, and I'm still thinking of the story how to continuing it. So yeah, before we continue, I would like you guys to like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. So yeah, let's continue. As we continue, the revelation by Kurotosuchi made to Naruto, as the rest of the girls were shocked and mad except Naruto because he was confused at this revelation. As the fight between both Naruto and Kurotosuchi had begun, she, using her Earth style, rushed Naruto, but Naruto was on defense as he jumped and dodged her attacks. As Naruto made hand signs, wind style, Gale Palm, as she dodged the attack with ease. Come on, Naruto, I don't want my future bride to be weak, said Kurotosuchi, mocking Naruto. As this comment made all the girls stare dagger at her, as the people near them could feel a dark aura forming around them, as their killing intent was leaking and directed towards Kurotosuchi. But it didn't affect Kurotosuchi much as the match continued. Back in the Hokage booth, Minato, after this declaration, was mad at what she said about taking his son as his bride. As Onoki recovered from his shock after seeing his dead son in Naruto's figure and was happy at this declaration for his granddaughter, as both Kushina and Naruto siblings were fuming with anger after the girl comment, "Who does she think she is taking away our slash my baby brother slash brother, both boy and brother?" thought Kushina and the siblings. Though as they were angry as well back at the stadium, as both contenders fight on, deflecting each other's jutsu and dodging each other's attacks and weapons. As the battle raged on, the Naruto then decided to use that. He smirked as he pulled out three prompt kunais from back of his ninja tools pouch, as everyone's eyes widened after seeing the kunai shape, as Minato stood up in his Kage booth, as all the clan heads were also in shock. Even Orochimaru was surprised at this. He then threw a kunai at her, which she dodged, smirking, but to her surprise and everyone else's shock, Naruto vanished in front of them in a yellow flash and appeared behind her, as in his hand was an glowing blue energy ball. As he yelled out Rasengan, he smashed that into her back, as that sent her flying towards the wall, as she took a lot of damage, both, but she could still barely stand, as blood was leaking from her mouth. She had many ribs broken, as she could hardly stand now. As the as then she fell down to her one knee, panting heavily, as Ganma appeared after seeing the situation, as he declared Naruto Uzumaki the mirror. Now Naruto, being the nice guy, still helped her up after the match was declared in his favor and took her up to the medics, which kind of made her blush, and Onuki was proud at this, as he then said to Minato, Hokage-sama, I, as the Kage and representative of the Stone Village, would like us to talk about political marriage as an alliance between rock and leaf. Would you accept? Minato gulped and nodded because he knew where this was going, as Onoki was happy, as Orochimaru was now in fear that he might have to stop the attack for the time being. But he couldn't find Kabuto for signaling to stop the attack. Hence, as in canon, the attack was going to happen, but Orochimaru was now now wanted to back out of this, as Raikage as well as Tsuchikage alongside Minato and Hiruzen were there. Now, why wasn't Hiruzen present before in the story? Well, Hiruzen was outside of Konoha on a long vacation to enjoy his retirement of a couple of months after a couple of months of Kyuubi's attack. Damn it, where is Kabuto when you need him? This is bad. I can't risk the attack now. or the three great nations will be at my ass. As as thought thought Orochimaru. As a fourth and final match was called out, as both female Sasuke and Gaara's name flashed on the board, and both of them entered the stadium. As Gaara was still glaring at, smiling psychopathically at female Sasuke, as she said to Sasuke, "Uchiha Sasuke, by killing you, I shall prove my existence to this world as well as claim Naruto Uzumaki no Mikaze as mine." After hearing this, Sasuke anger raised to 100%, flaring her Sharingan now 3 Tomo like hell. I will let you take him away. She got into Uchiha fighting stance that made her family smirk, who were also observing the match. As Kara Sand rushed after Sasuke after the match began. This fight was going as in canon. Gaara still transformed into Shikaku form and hands swiped Sasuke in the Shikaku form to the wall, knocking her out unconscious. As then, instead of attacking the Konoha civilians or the village, Shikaku began to look for someone in the crowd. As he then smirked after seeing Naruto. "Ah, there you are, Naruto. Now you are coming with me." As he then, after saying that, grabbed Naruto with his hand. As Naruto was struggling to move, people were already evacuating. While this was going on, boom, a large sound was heard. As everyone focused on that came from near the main gates of the village, and some so the Konoha crush had begun. Now all the shinobis were busy fighting the sand and sound ninjas, while Kages were fighting Orochimaru's and his Edo Tensei, first and second Hokage, and Ace, the Raikage's father, the previous Raikage. But Orochimaru was soon overpowered and was hurt beyond anything of repair, as he cursed his luck. But Minato then did hand signs, as it was new sealing jutsu that he developed that would seal the person's chakra and soul forever inside his own body, acting as a prison for him, and his body will fell into a coma, deep slumber. As then Orochimaru fell into a coma after the jutsu was complete, like in a state of coma. Then Kabuto took him and looked around to see if there were any sound ninjas left. Many of their forces were already captured or slaughtered, as only Kabuto and Orochimaru were able to escape. The Sound Village had fallen, but Sand was still fighting and losing the battle badly. Soon Sunagakure's forces also fall back and retreated. Now back with Naruto. Shikaku was running away while grabbing Naruto and smiling to himself that he had accomplished what the stupid fox couldn't, who could hardly breathe now, as all the girls were helping in the village and some were after him. Now Naruto was losing his unconscious, as Kurama, on the other hand, inside his mindscape, was so furious that he broke the seal while throwing Biju bombs at it again and again, as he then channeled his chakra into Naruto's body. "Don't worry, kid. I will protect you from this Baka Tanuki," said Kurama, as outside the on the real world Naruto body glowed white and purplish in color. It was KCM1 state, similar to his color in the picture. As Kurama took over Naruto's body, "Now, Baka Tanuki, it's time I put you in your place." As the Naruto vanished from his hand and appeared before his face and kicked Shikaku on face, causing him to fall on the ground. "You stupid fox! You don't deserve him!" said angry Shikaku. "Heh, like you do, Baka Tanuki." "Kuso! Teme Baka Kitsu!" yelled Shikaku. But their link began to break, as it was their first time. As Naruto 5 minutes had already been passed, Naruto gained back his conscience. He ran to Gaara, who was now on top of Shikaku's head, but that Shikaku was lying on the ground, still trying to get up. And he ran towards Gaara and headbutted him hand butted her, causing her to wake up. As she yelled in canon the things she said to Naruto after waking up. And Naruto taught no jutsu hurt the same way. But something different happened this time. Instead of being friends, she saw him as her boyfriend. As in canon, Naruto let the siblings go, and Kong and Konoha crush was ended there. Now all the girls saw Naruto as they all jumped on him after arriving there. As after a few days, everything was going back to normal. Buildings that were damaged were being repaired. All around the village, every clan compound took a damage, mainly Inuzakas and Hyugas, but they were also being rebuilt. The casualties were low, and Konoha was recovering fast. During helping of Inuzakas, the now Chunins were helping Inuzakas. Naruto helped a girl with brown hair and black eyes, with markings similar to Kiba's. He helped her to get to the hospital and made three shadow clones to bring the injured dogs as well there. Hana Inuzuka, after seeing the boy, had fallen in love with him at first sight. It was Hana Inuzuka, Kiba's older sister, by the way, but she thought that she was older, but her mother didn't mind. But after recovering of Konoha, when everything went back to normal, she had also joined the CRA, and Suna found out that it was Orochimaru as their Kazekage in disguise who had ordered the attack. Because Kazekage had died 2 months prior to the attack. As Kankuro was elected as the new Kazekage, being the only son of the previous Kazekage, while Gaara was sent to Konoha alongside with Tamari as an ambassador to clear out the things between Suna and Konoha. But Gaara, after that battle, just couldn't get Naruto out of her head, as after arriving and meeting with the Hokage and the council decided to form an alliance through a political marriage and said to Gaara, you should be married to a shinobi of our village as the name of alliance between Sunagakure and Konohagakure. As then Gaara, after some decision making, said she will be willing to marry the shinobi of Konohagakure, but she will only marry Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, as the council agreed and forced Hokage, Minato, and Kushina to agree, who were also present there. And so Gaara was also a part of CRA, as Naruto would go on dates for the next few months with an individual girl for a day, with all the girls including Gaara and Hana now. They all grew closer, trained together. As for Hinata, well, many of you guys didn't want it, so yeah, please don't hate me for it because what I'm about to do. She had died in the attack by sand, but after her death, Naruto still visited her grave alongside some of her friends. Everyone in a once in a while with flowers, but life went on. And soon Jiraiya came to the village, asking Minato to let him take Naruto for 3 years for a training trip. Of course, Kushina protested, but Minato convinced her, so Naruto was allowed to go on a training trip by the Hokage, as he was summoned to Hokage office and informed. Eh? But why? Was the only word that Naruto could say. Kid, it's to make you strong for the future threats. Plus, you do want to be trained by a legendary Sanis, don't you? Jiraiya told him with a smirk. As this is where I'll be leaving this part of, guys. I'm honestly not that much in a good shape right now, but I still made it. I hope you like this video, and if you do, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below on what other series would you like me to do. As for what if Naruto was the last mail, I will upload it tomorrow. So yeah, this is Apollo Chiha, and I'm signing out.